So welcome to another episode of the Becky Choi's podcast shows. Today, I have Henriette here all the way from Germany, and we've been connecting since we were just talking about it since last year, November around Black Friday, American Black Friday, and can't believe it's been 7 or 8 months already, and just when I look at her on the video call right now, because I'm recording this as a video, I'm like, I see so much changes in her. She's glowing. She's with this bright smile on her face. I'm just so happy to be able to connect with her again and have her here to share her experience with you guys on the Tummy Warrior coaching program and a little bit of her backstory and how she was able to go through some challenges that she was facing through the program and now where she is right now. I'd love to get her on board, maybe answer some FAQ that I know many of us always have questions about time and meal planning. So I'm so happy to have you, Henriette. Please introduce yourself and welcome here.
Thank you so much for the introduction, Becky. My name is Henriette and 36 years old, and I have 2 kids. The older one is 4 years old and the small one just turned 1. And yeah, I knew that I have diastasis already after my first child, but I didn't really know what to do about it. Then I became pregnant the second time. And the second time my belly was super huge. My baby boy was very heavy. And I was already afraid how my belly will be during pregnancy. And yeah, it got... afterwards, it got quite bad. And then I started to do some research online. I started 2 months after with some programs. And I'm very disciplined, but nothing really changed. And I got really frustrated. So I continued on researching. And then I found Becky on Instagram. And yeah, and I remember I was following her for a while, and then there came her Black Friday offer, and that was for me the sign that I have to give it a try to do her Tummy Warrior program. Yes, and I remember it was like really a fast decision, because I remember I wrote you, and then we had a call after 2 days or something like that. I remember I started, like we had a call on Sunday, and I remember I started Monday right away. That was day 1 on my Tummy Warrior. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wasn't prepared at all. I was like really like thinking, okay, so this is happening now. And I felt, of course, a bit overwhelmed, because usually I think about stuff like that very long. And then, yeah, it takes a while until I decide to do something.
Then what was that switch for you that you felt like you had to do?
I had the feeling it was a great offer you had, and then I thought that like I will never be like ready for it, so I just start.
Yeah,
not think about it too much, just start.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was right before Christmas time. I thought, oh my gosh, so now it's like I cannot eat all the Christmas cookies and stuff like that. So that was even a bigger challenge for me to start when the Christmas time.
There's a saying, ready is a lie. There is never a time that you're ready.
Yeah.
That you're ready is always now, because there's always something coming up. If it's not Christmas, then it's Easter. If it's not Easter, then it's your birthday. If it's not your birthday, then it's an anniversary.
Yeah,
awesome.
Exactly. And I think especially with what I learned with my 2 kids, there's like really never a good time for anything. Like you never have time for anything for yourself. So either you do it or not.
Right. So tell me about like how you felt right at the beginning when you started the program, like how you feel with your DR, your body, just for strength, or maybe if you had any pain.
I felt very terrible because I didn't felt myself. I didn't felt stable, like my core. There was nothing I could target. Like it felt really, really bad, and my belly was really big, and I felt very uncomfortable. I pain in my whole body, my back hurt, and it was like super hard for me to hold my baby, and I felt very exhausted and frustrated, of course. Other mom friends that snapped back right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have any energy. All my stress, I was like, when I had stress, I was eating a lot of junk food and sweets and stuff like that. And
yeah, thank you for sharing. Let's talk about how did you time manage your workout, and like how did you fit it into your schedule? Because you have 2 kids, and I know you work a little bit at home too. Here, not a lot. I think you're on mat leave, but you still have to do your daily stuff and everything. Like, how did you are very consistent. There is no doubt about it. So like, how were you so consistent? Like, what pushed you to be so consistent and actually do the workout even when you didn't feel like it?
I started to do it always in the evening after my kids went to bed. That was the start. Of course, it was always hard to give me a push, but I know from my experience that when I finish it, I always feel better. And I always try to remember, okay, when I know when I will do it, I will feel better afterwards. And then I started on the weekends to do it in the morning. And I felt that there was a big difference, like working out in the morning comparing to the evening, because the evening I just felt so exhausted. In the morning I felt more energized, and I felt like my muscles were more ready to work out in the morning because they got rest. After a while, I switched and started, okay, I will always do my workout first thing in the morning. And that was like a big game changer for me, because then I was more fit to do the workout. I could target better the muscle groups, and I always felt so much more energetic for the day, because I like when I did the thing in the morning, the first thing in the morning, I already did something for myself, and that gave me lots of positive energy. After a while it became like a great habit. I know that if you do things very often, when it comes to a habit, then I know it's not so hard to do it anymore. So if you overcome the first weeks, then it gets easier. I haven't stopped doing it. Like I always do my workout in the morning.
And were your kids with you when you work out?
That's a thing that really helped me, that I remember that you encourage the moms to do it with the kids. And that also really helped me, this tip, because my daughter came into the room and worked out with me, and then she had enough and she left. And it was super fine, because before that was for me frustrating when my kids were with me, but in the end it doesn't really matter. And my daughter already knew your name. She always called, what's Becky doing? And yeah, it's really it's not too bad to work out with the kids. Of course, sometimes you have bad workouts, but in the end you did the workout, and it doesn't matter if it's 100% perfect or not.
Yeah, you don't have to put 100%. It's hard to do always 100%, but even if it's 80%, still better than none.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's talk about nutrition. Nutrition is always a big part when you had weight to lose, and also to fill yourself with the right nutrients so that you have the energy. Now you're vegan. So tell me about, maybe let's share one of your favorite recipe, or like favorite breakfast or something with the audience here. I'm sure they dive into what's good for vegan.
I'm a vegetarian, so I eat milk products. Well, the portion control you told me about, that was very, very helpful to like see what I'm actually eating the whole day and planning it. Like most of the time I start with proteins, with fruits in the morning. So I really like quark. That's like a German thing. Sort of a yogurt thing with lots of proteins, very low fat and very low calories, and keeps you full for hours. And I always like to, like after the workout, eat a lot of protein. So I eat quark with fruits and a little like healthy fats like nuts in it, and or like oats, like overnight oats with some milk, or like soy milk or something like that, and nuts and fruits.
Did you find it like challenging for you to meal prep your food beforehand or for the week?
I think the same with exercising. In the beginning, I felt overwhelmed because it's so much changing. And of course, like with food, for me, it was such a stress reliever. And then I have to think, and changing things is always hard in the beginning. But after a while, I just I got used to food and other things. And now it became normal.
I know sometimes you crave for bread.
Yeah, of course, I had cravings, and because I have a big sweet tooth. Or right now I can say I had a big sweet tooth in the beginning of the program. And But now I can say that I'm 1 month all sugar free. Like I don't eat any sugar, no sugar substitutes,
Oh
no,
wow,
not
that's
even
actually
like honey stuff like that.
yeah.
That was like the next step after the first steps. Like I started as somebody that had to eat a lot of sweets all the time, and
So you
after
reduce it gradually. Yes.
yeah, exactly, thank you. Like started to change and change and change. Like I didn't do everything in the beginning perfect, but I did
Mhm.
small steps.
Yeah.
And now over half a year is over, and I made so many big steps, and now I'm even sugar free. That's like so
Mm.
amazing for me. Like, and I don't have the cravings anymore, and this is an amazing feeling that I and during the half year, my whole nutrition changed completely, and it didn't change from 0 to 100. Like it changed 1% and then the other percent, and now it's completely different.
Pivot yourself just 5-degree difference, you're landing to a
Yes,
very different direction. Instead
yes,
of going all the way up, you're landing just a tiny little bit where it's a completely different place down the road.
yeah. And I made this experience with your program with the workout and the nutrition. And this experience went all the way to all my other life. I mean, like all elements in my life. Like
Oh,
I
okay.
experience in food and workout that I can change so much only if I do these 5%.
Yeah.
That I improved so much on my working routine, and my husband started to work out after he saw me how I transformed.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, my life turned around during these 6 months with you. It's amazing how much power I have for my kids, how much energy I have for my kids now. And
Was
I
there a time that you're
really,
like, oh, you know what, I want to give up, this is too hard, can't do this?
I mean, you know it. I had lots of downs, and of course I will have more downs. But I can encourage everybody to have a coach brings you up again, because I always wrote you when I was down,
Yeah.
and you took all my problems very serious, and you responded very fast. It was absolutely helpful to have somebody that is like right with you, that knows where you are at, gives you good feedback, positive energy or whatever. And I think my husband puts me up again as well when I'm down.
Yeah.
But it's good to have somebody out of your right, like
Circle.
social circle, that
Mhm.
but that is like focusing or knowing about your health problems or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good to talk to somebody that knows answers.
Yeah. Now let's share, like, how are you now? What's the results in terms of your DR, your weight, overall? Like, like you say, what other areas are you looking forward to enjoy again, or looking forward to do again?
Yeah, well, I lost during the first program, the Tummy Warrior program. I lost, I think, 10 pounds. And that was also my goal. And I changed a lot. People told how much I changed. Like you can
Yeah,
read
I
it was
remember even your neighbor said
yes.
something, right?
Yes, my neighbor that barely talked to me gave me a positive comment on how
Yeah.
I transformed, and that feels really good. I still get compliments how fit I look. It feels really, really good, and I gained so much strength. I can hold my 4-year-old daughter without any problem, and that's such an amazing feeling. That I gained muscles, I have strength, and my back pain improved a lot. Like right now I see it that I'm still at a journey. The journey will continue, and I'm doing my workouts. I learned so much during the program that I feel that I can do my own steps. Like I know how to engage, I know what to focus on, what should not happen with my belly. I know all that stuff. Like I got all the knowledge through the program, that I now can continue my own journey and
Mhm.
doing all the exercises I learned. Yeah, the journey is not over because I really want to gain more strength, improve my belly.
What was one thing you're most surprised by where you are at now?
First, definitely that I can carry my daughter. The biggest surprise that I can actually do that with ease. Another aha moment was that, like in your second program, there's always this strength program, but also some cardio stuff. First, I did some dancing on my own. But then I thought, maybe I just do some cardio YouTube workouts I did like when I was 25 or something, like 10 years ago. I couldn't handle these workouts with my DR because I was never sure if I can do it or whatever, or I don't feel strong enough. And now I started to do them again, and it's so amazing that I can just do them, and I'm not afraid anymore if I worsen my DR or stuff like that. And that's also a great moment and a great it's
so good.
Yeah, I changed a lot, and I will continue improving.
It's
Thank
so
you,
nice.
Becky.
Thank you for your dedications, the commitment. I can only lead you to the water, but you're the one who choose to drink it or not. I can't really force your head down to drink it. Well, that's a saying. Hopefully that makes sense to you.
Yes, no, absolutely. That's the thing. Like still have to do the work. Like you were the leader, and you give all the knowledge and all the stuff, but it's up to me to take it and do something with that, right? It doesn't, like, you have to work out, right? Like you have to do it.
Yeah, it's reciprocal. It's both way.
Exactly.
I have to do my part, you do your part, and then that's where you will see that magic happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Thank you so much. It's so nice to be able to connect face to face, having a really long conversation with you like this. Like you still are like that most dedicated client. One of my most dedicated clients, and very consistent. And even so many hard times, you just sort of like dust it off, like, okay, let me try to do this again. Okay, let me try this other way. And I just really love that personality in you. And I think we all need a little bit like that. Sometimes we are just so afraid of like, what if I put everything 100% and I'm not seeing the results? I'm going to look so stupid. That ego gets into our way. That ego of like, I would look so bad if I try all my best and I can see anything. I don't see the results, but sometimes we just have to like dug our head in and not be afraid, because there's a post that I posted today. The sky is your limits. The sky is your limits. You will never know. You have to show up to do your work. Otherwise, you won't know. And do you want to like go on and like you're 40 and then you're 50 and then you think back, why couldn't I just do something when I was 30 something, or when I was young, when I had that more energy at that time versus now 50? Who knows how you will be at that time, right?
Absolutely. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, I cannot wait to show Becky my super 6-pack of flat belly. Like the day will come, I will send you a picture.
Awesome.
It will happen. I know it will happen.
I know too. I know it will. It's so good to have you, Henriette. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here and sharing your journey with us. And for those who are listening, if you wanted to connect with me, Instagram is the best place, at Becky Choi _. And then you can just DM me and chat about your situations currently and see if we would be able to work together. But yeah, I would love to chat with you. Anyways, we'll talk next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.